2 months and 7,700 miles. We took the long way, but we finally made it to the Florida Keys. I'm Angie, and along with Kevin, my husband, we own Happy Acres Campground in Angola, Indiana. But we don't just own a campground. During the off-season, all winter long, we load up Roxy and our 2 dogs, Jane and Dexter, and we go on adventures. We find new places, we explore, and we want to take you along with us. I hope that you guys have been following along this winter, because Kevin and I have had some epic journeys, and it's really been a lot of fun to share with you. But our last stop before we came back to the campground, which I'm at right now because you can see I've got my orange shirt on, was the Florida Keys. And we spend time in the Keys every winter. You know, we're kind of locals. Not really. I mean, we don't live there full time. But, you know, I'd like to think that we are local-ish, I guess. I want to share with you 5 unconventional reasons why we enjoy going to the Florida Keys. So I hope you enjoy. We're going to the Key Western event. Who are we going to see tonight?
We're going to see Jody Messina and Pam Tillis, and I don't remember who else. That might be it.
That might be it?
Yeah, I think the other act is up right now.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to know any words to any of the songs because this really isn't my mo, but
Your genre?
no, but it's a fun event, and I love coming to this amphitheater because I don't know, it's just cool. It's right by the water. Always sounds really good.
Yeah, it's a great place to see music.
Yeah, and we're probably going to get a really cool sunset tonight too, so.
And they might invite us up on stage to play drums.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, nah.
Guitar?
No.
Can you buy tickets here?
Look by your feet. You got buddies. One of my favorite things about this concert venue is they always have a ton of vendors here. And it's the most random stuff. I don't even know where they come up with this stuff, but it's so fun to just walk through.
You bought some stuff
that's the
Show
man.
Me Your Pities place, wasn't
That's the man place. I can't shop there because when I went there, they said, "Can I help you, ma'am? Finding what you need, ma'am?" What?
I mean, it might fit me. With my junk hang out.
Go hang out at one of our favorite local joints, Tonio's. this. I saw one jump out of the water once, but I've never seen one just hanging out by our dock.
We had one here before.
I didn't see it though.
Remember he was like flapping and trying to clear a spot, or maybe he was trying to get food.
There's a barracuda going over to... Oh my goodness, that's so cool. There's a barracuda. Is that called a manta ray? Or a stingray? What's it called?
I don't know if it's a ray. Look at all the barracudas are heading over.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna have a party. Oh look, they're going around it. They're like, oh hell no, I'm not getting by that thing. So this is what it looks like during low tide. Not really a beach, but it is super cool to come out here and explore. There's all kinds of sea life down here. Dexter, are you ready for your first boat ride? You got your life jacket on. Oh, are you so excited? I love it when the water and the sky don't have like a definitive separation. We've been home for a few days now, and when we got there, my flowers and plants were clearly missing me. They were disappointed and they were showing it. So we had to I had to do a little maintenance on them. Planted a few flowers to freshen it up. But now we are going to my favorite landscape place here in the Keys, which actually is under new ownership this year. So I don't know, we'll see if I like it as much and what we can fit in a rented Toyota Camry. It's very well organized. The Rika's over here, Buttonwood's over here, which if you don't know what a buttonwood is, it's part of the mangrove family. And when you see our house, which I know I haven't shown you yet, but we have ancient buttonwoods in our house. So look at this. And then when I show you, so just keep that in your memory. So our house has mostly shade, which makes it a little difficult in Florida to find plants that will grow. But he said everything under this little, whatever, shade screen is considered an understory plant and should be able to survive in the shade. However, I have had many of these plants that did not survive, so I don't know if my shade is just extra shady or what, but I'm gonna ask him about a couple of these things in here. Because the other issue we have is that since it's on the open water, anything we plant on that side of the house must also be pretty salt tolerant. And I have learned that some of these things are not very salt tolerant. These are all things that I've had to learn about the plants down here in Florida. Not issues I have in Indiana. All right, here's what we got so far. This is maybe the least full cart I've ever left a landscape store with. But we do need to stop at Eco Green, and a lot of times they have big stuff there. So we're gonna go and see if we can score one big thatch palm. We just had a conversation with the guy that owns this place, and he agrees that where our situation is with all the shade and right by the salt water, that there's probably not really anything else that's going to survive other than these native Florida thatch palms. So, Eco Green, here we come. Sorry, Enterprise Rent-A-Car. All right, unfortunately, Eco Green's closed. Here's where our plants are going to go. You can see that, I mean, pretty much all the way down this path. It's all kind of privacy, but there's this one funky little spot here that we wanted to, I don't know, put something in there to give us a little more privacy. It gets a little bit of speckled light, but mostly this spot is shaded all the time. And right there is the water. There's usually a breeze coming off the water, which means salt air coming in here. So anything that's up anywhere near this area has to be native, because otherwise it will just die. And I know this from experience. So all of these plants up here are native. And this, see this tree here, which I guess technically I just looked it up, is actually considered a shrub, but I don't know any shrubs that grow this big. This is actually 3 trees all intertwined together. It's like I said, they're part of the mangrove family, so they grow these crazy arms everywhere, and it creates almost this barrier from the water, so when hurricanes come, the house is protected. And shade, which is a little bit hard to find down here in Florida. But yeah, we created this cool little, we didn't create it, nature created it, this little walkway through here. But in Irma, can't see because it's kind of grown up now, but this tree right here, see how it's even more than a 45-degree angle? You can see in here, it pulled out of the ground and tipped over almost completely, but just continued to live and kind of started integrating in with those other trees. And I mean, it's doing great. And Kevin wanted to kind of get rid of it. I said, no way. And it just creates this little nest back here of shade and you're probably wondering why I didn't really show you any part of the house. And honestly, that's probably the biggest reason why I love going to the Florida Keys. It is possibly the most relaxing, most wonderful place in the world for me. It's definitely my happy place. So I'm gonna save that for another video. You guys are gonna have to like and subscribe so you know when it comes out. It's definitely gonna be well worth it. And I'm guessing it's probably a little bit like nothing you've seen before. So, like I said, make sure you like and subscribe. And until then, don't just camp, camp happy.